Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some incredible news for retirees that could seriously change the game when it comes to your monthly income. Imagine seeing your Social Security check jump by as much as $1,071 every single month in 2025. That's right. Thanks to the brand new Social Security Fairness Act, signed into law on January 5, 2025, millions of retirees, especially folks who spent their careers in public service like teachers, firefighters, and police officers, are now in line for a big boost to their benefits. We're talking about the repeal of two old rules, the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP for short, and the Government Pension Offset, or GPO, that used to cut benefits for people who worked jobs not covered by Social Security taxes. With those gone, some retirees could see their payments soar, and retroactive payments are already hitting bank accounts as of March 2025. I'm going to walk you through everything: how this works, who qualifies, how to apply, and what it could mean for your retirement. So, grab a comfy seat, maybe a snack, because this is going to be a deep dive. And if you stick around to the end, I'll tell you why subscribing to the channel is a must for more updates like this. Let's get rolling. Picture this. You're a retired teacher who spent 30 years shaping young minds, or maybe a firefighter who ran into burning buildings to save lives. And all along, you had a pension from your state or local government job. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch, because that pension didn't involve Social Security taxes. The WEP and GPO rules used to swoop in and slash your Social Security benefits, even if you earned them from other jobs where you did pay into the system. It was like a double whammy. You worked hard, paid your dues, and still got shortchanged in retirement. For years, folks have been saying, this isn't fair. And finally, Congress listened. The Social Security Fairness Act of 2025 said, "Enough is enough," and repealed those provisions, opening the door for over 3.2 million retirees to get the full benefits they deserve. Anthony Lane wrote about this on March 17, 2025, pointing out that some could see their monthly payments jump by up to $1,071. Crazy, right? And it's not just talk. The SSA is already sending out retroactive payments, with over $7.5 billion disbursed as of March 4, 2025, to cover what people were owed going back to January 2024. That's real money hitting real bank accounts right now. So, what were WEP and GPO anyway? Let's break it down because it's kind of wild how they worked. The Windfall Elimination Provision was this rule that cut your Social Security benefits if you had a pension from a job, like a state government gig, where you didn't pay Social Security taxes. The idea was to stop people from getting what lawmakers called a windfall, but in reality, it just penalized folks who worked multiple jobs or switched careers. Say you taught school for 20 years with a pension, then worked 15 years in the private sector paying into Social Security. WEP would still shrink your benefit from that private sector work. Then there's the Government Pension Offset, which hit even harder if you were claiming spousal or survivor benefits. If your spouse passed away and you were supposed to get their Social Security, GPO could wipe out 2/3 of that benefit because of your pension. Imagine losing out on hundreds of dollars a month just because you served your community. It stung, and retirees have been fighting it for ages. Now, with both rules gone, it's like the system's finally saying, "Hey, you earned this. Take it." How does this translate to actual cash in your pocket? Well, it depends on your situation, but the numbers can get pretty exciting. The SSA says the exact boost depends on your earnings history, how long you worked in Social Security-covered jobs, and when you start taking benefits. Here's an example to chew on. Let's say your full retirement age benefit, FRA, that's the age you get your full amount, usually 67 for most folks, was calculated at $1,389 a month. Before, WEP might have chopped that down to, say, $900. Now, with WEP gone, you're back to $1,389. But here's where it gets juicy. If you delay claiming until age 70, you get a 32% bonus on top of that FRA amount. So, 1,389 times 1.32 equals about 1,833. But let's round up the potential here. Some folks, with the repeal and delay combo, could see their monthly check hit $2,460, which is a $1,071 increase over the original $1,389. That's not pocket change, that's rent, groceries, or a nice vacation every month. And if you were hit by GPO, your spousal benefit could jump from zero to hundreds of dollars, too. It's a total game changer. Let's paint a picture with a real-life scenario. Imagine you're Jane, a retired police officer. Jane worked 25 years on the force, earning a pension, and 10 years at a retail job where she paid Social Security taxes. Under WEP, her Social Security benefit was slashed to $500 a month, even though her work history earned her $1,200 at FRA. With the Fairness Act, that reduction's gone. She's now getting the full $1,200. She decides to wait until 70, boosting it by 32%, so her new monthly payment is around $1,584. Plus, she's getting a retroactive lump sum for the months she was underpaid, maybe $8,000 or more, depending on how far back it goes. That's Jane's new reality in 2025, and it could be yours too if you fit the bill. The SSA's already started sending these retroactive payments out in March, so if you're eligible, you might see that deposit soon. Check your account, folks. Okay, so how do you make sure you're cashing in on this? The application process isn't rocket science, but it's worth walking through step by step because you don't want to miss out. First, you've got to verify if you're eligible. Were you hit by WEP or GPO? If you're a public service worker, think teachers, firefighters, cops, postal workers, or federal employees under the old civil service retirement system, and you've got a pension from a job that didn't pay Social Security taxes, odds are you were affected. Maybe your Social Security check's been smaller than it should be, or your spousal benefits got wiped out. That's the sign. If you're not sure, dig out your old SSA statements or call them up to confirm. Step 2. Review your earnings record. This is huge because the SSA bases your benefits on what they've got logged for you. Head to ssa.gov, set up a My Social Security account if you haven't already. It's free and takes like 10 minutes, and check your history. Make sure every year you worked is there, especially those Social Security-covered jobs. If something's missing, like that summer you waited tables in '95, you'll need to fix it with pay stubs or tax returns. Step 3's where the rubber meets the road. Apply for benefits if you haven't yet. You can do it online at ssa.gov. Super easy. Just click Apply for Retirement Benefits or call 1-877-21213, or even pop into your local SSA office if you're old school. You'll need basics like your Social Security number, birth certificate, and work history, so have those handy. If you're already getting benefits and were hit by WEP or GPO, you don't have to reapply. The SSA's supposed to adjust your payments automatically now that the law's changed. But here's the kicker. Step 4. Keep an eye on it. Check your bank account or those paper statements to make sure the new amount's right. If Jane's supposed to get $1,584, but she's still seeing $500, She's got to call the SSA and say, "Hey, what's up?" They're rolling out billions in adjustments, so glitches can happen. Don't let one slip by. Oh, and those retroactive payments? They're coming separate, a one-time lump sum, so watch for that too. Could be thousands depending on how long you were underpaid. Let's zoom out for a sec. Why does this matter so much? Retirement's tough enough without the system nickel and diming you, right? I mean, think about it. You spend decades working, maybe juggling a public job and a side gig, and then you retire expecting a little security, only to find out rules like YUEP and GPO are eating into your check. That's been the reality for millions, and it's why this Fairness Act is such a big deal. It's not just about the money, though $1,071 a month is nothing to sneeze at. It's about fairness. Teachers shouldn't lose out because they taught in a public school instead of a corporate office. Firefighters shouldn't get penalized for risking their lives. This law's saying, you served, you paid in, you get yours. And with over $7.5 billion in retroactive payments already out the door, it's not a promise. It's happening right now, as of March 2025. So, what's the takeaway? If you're a retiree who's been hit by WEP or GPO, 2025 could be your year to cash in, up to $1,071 more a month, plus a retroactive bonus. Verify your eligibility, check your record, apply or wait for the adjustment, and monitor it like a hawk. Hit up ssa.gov for all the official details. It's the best resource out there. This is your shot at a comfier retirement. Whether that's paying bills, spoiling the grandkids, or finally taking that cruise you've been dreaming about. All right, folks, that's the full scoop on the 2025 Social Security Boost. I hope it's got you excited and ready to act. If you loved this breakdown or want more retirement tips, please hit that subscribe button right now. It's free. It helps me keep bringing you this stuff, and I'd love to have you back. Drop a comment. Tell me if you're eligible or what you'd do with an extra $1,000 a month. Thanks for hanging out through this marathon. See you next time.